So, Saracens versus Leicester Tigers. 8th versus 9th, bottom of the table clash. Wonder when the last time these two sides would have faced each other, with neither side being in the top four. Another week against another opposition that we have an absolutely awful record against. It's been a very tough start to the season. We've only won once at the Stonex in the Premiership, once in 10 tries. Last time we actually won there was back in 2018 as well, so it's been a long while. The long drought at the Stonex. We've had quite a few horrible losses as well recently. Obviously last year was pretty dreadful, if we're being brutally honest. Obviously Saracens weirdly lost their first two games and really badly lost as well, which was a surprise. Obviously they had loads away at the World Cup like us, but obviously got their first win away at Gloucester last week, and we got our first win against Bath away last week. So yeah, they've had a mixed start to the season, but this is a very different team to they've put out for the other three fixtures, isn't it? All the England boys back. Yeah, it's going to be tough. It is going to be really, really tough. Onto the teams. Tigers first. We made 3 changes to the 23. Unchanged backline though, so Brown, Bassett, Porter, Kelly, Hassel-Collins, Shilcock and Whiteley. Obviously Jamie Shilcock, absolutely brilliant last week, player of the match. Unchanged for the 3 games in a row, I think that is now. It's becoming, obviously, they should be getting to know each other, but sadly not seeing too much in terms of attack. Last week it's obviously, there was never going to be an attacking play in that sort of weather, but hopefully we'll see a bit more tomorrow. Probably the last time these will probably play with each other for a few weeks. Obviously internationals back next weekend. Into the pack has gone Cronin, Clare, Hayes, Henderson, Carter, Liebenberg, Reffel and Cracknell. Obviously the 2 changes there being Sam Carter in for Harry Wells and Harley Cracknell in for Matt Rogerson. Obviously brilliant to see Cracknell back out there. Was obviously injured last weekend. Obviously brings that just beef to the number 8. Brilliant carrier. Doesn't back down any contact. Sam Carter as well. I think Dan McKellar said he deserves his start. I think he's obviously an absolutely outstanding line-out operator, and Saracens have got a very good line-out, so something that he'll have to try and stop them from getting good go-ahead from that. Onto the bench, Dolly, Van Veek, Hurd, Wells, Rogerson, Powell, Atkinson and Catter. So no change there apart from Solomone Catter making his Leicester debut. Shame we didn't see him last week. I think he said it had a head knock. But yeah, it's going to be brilliant to see him in a Tigers shirt. As we all saw during the World Cup, absolutely brilliant carrier. Can fit in on the wing or in centre. Yeah, just a ball carrier that maybe we've been lacking a bit in the back line so far this season. So it's going to be fantastic to see him out there. On to the Saracens team then. Yeah, I think we all got a little scared when we saw their team got announced at 12. I think we were expecting a few of their internationals back. I wasn't expecting this many internationals to be back, to be honest. So backline of Good, Maitland, Lazowski, Tompkins, Daly, Farrell, Davies. Yeah, that is some backline. I'm really surprised to see Owen Farrell, to be honest. I thought he'd at least get this weekend off, but no, he's straight back in there. Tompkins obviously is a brilliant 12. Daly, he was absolutely phenomenal in that semi-final against South Africa. Alex Good, we all know about him, very solid at the back. Into the pack, Vunipola, George, Riccioni, Toji, Ezekwe, Christie, Earl, Vunipola. Yeah, that is a seriously strong pack. Full internationals, all 15 of them, the starting lineup. Jamie George as well. I can't believe he's playing. He looked absolutely knackered. Coming off the back of the South Africa game, obviously only was on the bench for the Argentina game, but I'm shocked that he's playing. Same with Toje. They just looked absolutely knackered. Can't believe they're playing, especially coming back to England. Probably only arrived on the weekend, back at training. That is tough. Same with Ben Earl. But yeah, that is a serious pack. Christie, another outstanding player. Yeah, and onto the bench. Dan, Maui, Carey, Hunter Hill, Tizard, Willis, Van Zyl, Parton. 6-2. The fact they can bring Tizard and Willis on in the second half is just ridiculous. Like, Saracens have got an unbelievable team this year, and they've still got the Argentina lads to bring in as well, haven't they? This is some team. Yeah, it's scary. I'm not going to lie, I'm completely scared of that team. As I already said, I don't think it's right that the England players are playing. Obviously, they didn't have much of a off-season coming off the back of the win in the final, and then to go into England camp, which they were in it for, 10 weeks or so before the World Cup started, only to arrive back in England on probably the weekend at some point. I don't think it's right. I think there should have been a blanket, have 2 weeks rest or so, but it is what it is. I presume they'll get a rest at other point of the season, but yeah, this is a very scary looking Saracens team. Areas to target: discipline, but obviously this is a very different team to the 3 rounds before, but their discipline has been very poor. Conceded 41 penalties to 24, but apart from that, I can't really see too many weaknesses. Maybe a bit of tiredness. As I already said, a lot of the England boys have really gone to the well multiple times over the last few weeks. If we can try and really up the intensity and maybe try and make them crack a little and bring out the mistakes. And again, these obviously haven't played for Saracens for a long while. Maybe we're just hoping they won't fully click on the first time. But yeah, for us, it is nothing to lose, really, is it? I think everyone, Saracens, Tigers fans, neutral fans, expect a pretty comprehensive Saracens victory. As I already said, a place that we really struggle to get any sort of win and any sort of losing bonus points. I'd be absolutely buzzing with a losing bonus point, to be honest. But my prediction, I think Saracens by 14. I think it's going to be a tough outing. I think we'll be competitive. I think it will be much closer than the last 2 seasons, especially last season, especially after the high of last week beating Bath. And our boys will be completely up for it because they'll know they're complete underdogs for this. But yeah, I predict Saracens by 14. But yeah, we'll see. You never know. Strange things happened. I don't think many of us expected to win last week, so it would be an even greater victory this week. I know Dan McKellar is big on making memories. That's his kind of motto, it seems, after victories. Enjoy a beer. So hopefully this can be another one of those outstanding memories tomorrow afternoon. We'll see. See what tomorrow brings.